LSU is trying its best, though, to make Alabama sweat a little bit. The Tigers had 5-star wide receiver Ryan Williams and 4-star linebacker Sterling Dixon, both of which are committed to the Tide, on campus this weekend for an extended unofficial visit. Now, it is always tough to pull kids out of the state of Alabama that an Alabama or even an Auburn to an extent wants. These are two guys committed to the Tide. One, Ryan Williams, 2025 receiver, who could very well be the best wide receiver in the 2024 class. That's how good he is. He's a guy that you made that early commitment so early. And Sterling Dixon made the call in December as well. But LSU has not given up here on Sterling Dixon. He's been on campus almost double-digit times. And then Ryan Williams picked up an offer from LSU this spring during the evaluation period and then popped over to campus to get some time with the staff. So LSU swinging big here on a pair of Tide commits.
Yeah, look, I think the focus has got to be on Sterling Dixon for a number of reasons. One, Ryan Williams is 2 classes away. Sterling Dixon's the guy who's going to sign in December. So the focus there is a bit more pressing in terms of a time frame. Ryan Williams is also a guy who has been very vocal about being committed to Bama and recruiting other people to join him and all that. Now, he's still going through his process. So to get him and his mom and family over this past week was great for Cortez Hankton. You make the offer during the eval period. You quickly get him to campus. He gave some quotes to the Bama Online On3 site with Joseph Hastings, where he said he enjoyed the visit, really got to see LSU for the first time, kind of up close now that he had that offer, spent a lot of time with Hankton. But the point remains, he's firmly committed to Bama. I don't know if you can say the same about Sterling Dixon, and he may well sign with Alabama, but out of Sterling Dixon's own mouth, this was his 9th visit since he's been a recruit to LSU. He's visited multiple times this spring since he committed to Alabama. He's got a very close relationship with LSU DC Matt House. He spent a ton of time now getting to know Harold Perkins. So if there was ever a guy that I really felt like LSU might have a shot at flipping from Bama, which rarely ever happens, Sterling Dixon would fit the bill based off of actions, right? I mean, yes, he talks up LSU all the time, but I'm looking more at he just keeps visiting and visiting and visiting. And if you're completely locked in and don't have any other schools of interest that you even want to entertain, then you're hanging out in Mobile every weekend, or you're just going up to Bama's campus. But he's continued to make it a priority to see LSU. I believe he told you, Billy, even with Auburn in the mix, that it's an LSU-Bama battle right now. What I guess his official visit weekend, has he scheduled it? I don't know if that'll come closer to signing day. I would prefer it did.
He plans to take his last official visit to LSU, and he wants that to be the Florida game. And that's because he graduates. From what he told me, he graduates so early in December that wherever he goes, he's going to be on campus for bowl prep and all of that. So sticks with the Tide, which at this point, I mean, I'm one of those. I'm going to have to see it to believe it.
Sure.
Before I give LSU the, chance here. I mean, they have a chance, but it is, as we know, it's very difficult to get this one across the finish line, but they're doing a great job giving it, the best go they can. And I think at a position too, where if LSU can reel in Tylen Singleton, you've got Xavier Atkins. He's going to be back on campus this weekend from what he told me as well. And you have Devon Keys, who they love out of the state of Texas. If they can get Sterling Dixon, he's a really good player. He's also lanyap. You know what I mean? He's probably a better Kalaj Cobbins in a sense.
I was about to say they've got Kalaj Cobbins too at linebacker edge.
Yes, exactly. So if you can add Sterling Dixon, great, awesome. But you also already have somebody who's committed that they basically sold the same role to in Kalaj Cobbins. When Kalaj talked about his role, they see him as Harold Perkins. Sterling Dixon is getting that similar pitch too. So, yeah.
That's what makes the Sterling Dixon, the push for him to flip him from Bama, a good thing for LSU, because it's not like Sterling Dixon or bust. They've already got guys, as you noted, they've already even got a guy at his position in Kalaj Cobbins out of Destrehan. So it's yes, Lanyap. Yes, you want the best players. I like that they've circled him and continued to go on him, because if he's willing to make these visits and show the interest, recruit him, go for it. And if he ends up sticking with Bama, you've already got other pieces in place. You didn't wait around for him.
100%. So we'll continue to track how LSU does working these Alabama commitments. They are certainly not giving up on Sterling Dixon, who will be back to Baton Rouge in the future as well.